But our top story tonight, a day after the national curfew was announced and came into effect at midnight on Tuesday night, 24 hours later, there have been several instances of the chaos slowly easing on day one. Authorities have stepped in to ensure adequate supplies, but in several parts of the country, problems remain. There is panic buying in some parts, but in some states, things seem to be slowly reaching normalcy. Our top story tonight is an update on how India has fared on day one of the lockdown.
Cities plunge into chaos after Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced a national lockdown for 3 weeks. Streets in the national capital were largely deserted on Wednesday morning. But not local markets, as buyers still rush to stockpile supplies.
People are buying groceries, people are buying fruits, vegetables and puja samagri because Navratris are on, and you can see very few are actually wearing masks or even maintaining social distancing. In a country where so many people have to buy and the roads and the shops are built in a manner that encourage crowding, how exactly is India going to ensure social distancing and protect from the coronavirus?
Chaos eased through the day as authorities stepped in to ensure smooth flow of essentials.
आवश्यक सेवाओं की सारी दुकानें रोज चालू रहेगी, पूरे 21 दिन चालू रहेगी.
As the day progressed, people were seen practicing social distancing as police tightened enforcement. Never before Mumbai looked this deserted on Gudi Padwa, as it did Wednesday on Maharashtra's traditional New Year. The state has been worst hit by coronavirus, but Mumbai was fairly stocked up with essentials. A few complaints of shortages. Chennai enforced the lockdown strictly, but maintained essential supplies without disruption.
This as the country goes into a 21-day lockdown. But your pharmacies are open, like the pharmacy over here. The pharmacy shop is open. Your medical stores, apart from that, your groceries, your essentials, milks, eggs, vegetables, all that readily available in the market. But yes, the state is in a lockdown. People are not into the panic buying in Chennai yet because everyone knows you will get your essentials.
Usually congested, Kolkata's streets were largely empty on day one of the lockdown.
Almost the basic essential for next 10 to 15 days, remembering that the fruits and the vegetables might not survive for more than a certain period.
Authorities also promised special passes for doorstep supplies as e-commerce companies expressed concerns about disruption in home deliveries.
ई-कॉमर्स जो साइट्स हैं, जितनी भी साइट्स हैं, इनके साथ हमने आज मीटिंग ली है और ये जानने की कोशिश की है कि इनको क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं, क्योंकि ये एसेंशियल सर्विसेज और कमोडिटीज़ में डील करते हैं. तो इनको जो भी प्रॉब्लम आएगी वो दिल्ली पुलिस सॉल्व करेगी. इंटर बॉर्डर मूवमेंट के जो इनकी गुड्स और कमोडिटीज़ आएंगी उनके लिए इनको पासेस भी दिए जा रहे हैं.
Aside from teething troubles, the national lockdown seems to have kicked off satisfactorily. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's raise some big questions then tonight, because our focus is on what is the critical question at the moment, ensuring that the supply chain doesn't break. How is India therefore coping at the moment with the lockdown, especially our big cities? Has the government managed to control the initial panic? Can the government really ensure the delivery of essential goods? Has the supply chain been disrupted? We'll come with those big questions in a moment. Let's go to our guest. I'm joined by K. Ganesh. He's promoter at Big Basket. This is one of India's leading suppliers of fruits and vegetables and goods to homes. Siddharth Nath Singh is cabinet minister in Uttar Pradesh. Chhagan Bhujbal, the food and civil supplies minister, key member in Maharashtra's government, and Sujit Pandey is DGP UP. I want to come to you, Mr. Bhujbal, first, because it is very clear that the food and civil supplies department in every state government has to play a critical role. The big challenge is ensuring last mile delivery. Can you update us on the situation? There are still complaints we are getting of people finding it difficult to get essential goods in parts of Mumbai, for example? It's tough to reach the goods to the, is it becoming tough to reach the goods to the actual groceries?
You know, let me tell you that we have the sufficient stock for 6 months. Now, because today is a Gudi Padwa, a festival of, first day of the Hindu year. So there is, some people are not on the job. The supply system is to be continued. Now, since yesterday midnight, there was a huge crowd on the various shops. Under the impression that last coming 3 weeks, now they are not going to get a single thing in the shops, and the shops will be closed down totally. It was the impression they were having it. Now, I'm just through the media, we are appealing to the people. The supply system is going to be continued, and we have the sufficient food grains. We will, with our system, we will see to it that all the centers will be able to send these food grains to those centers, distribution centers. Not only that, but even the vegetables also. Today in Mumbai, 2 big markets, Vaikala market, the other markets, they were open, and there were people, they have purchased vegetables also. From Nashik also, hundreds of trucks we are sending to Mumbai, not only to even to Gujarat also.
You're saying the markets have the necessary stocks for at least 6 months. You're saying there will be no stock shortage for 6 months. Let me come down to another tricky question, Mr. Bhujbal. Many online companies like Big Basket are claiming that delivery boys are being stopped by the police, and therefore they are unable to deliver at the doorstep. Now, new rules are being put in to ensure that e-commerce delivery boys are not stopped in this manner. Can you assure us that come tomorrow people can do online shopping?
It did happen in Nashik also. Some 5 trucks were held by the police people, which are full of these food grains. Then 2-3 hours we have to, in the West was there. And then I contacted the people. Now, slowly, police also realizing that these are the essential goods, and they are allowed to transport from one place to another place.
Right.
So they are also coming to know. Because all of a sudden, everybody doesn't know that what to do. They only know that only there are 144 curfew, come on. Nobody is supposed to move on the road. If nobody moves on the road and supply system is totally cut off, within 2-3 days, people will defy the orders and they will come on the road.
So you're saying the police has been told in a way not to stop these delivery boys who are working for online companies. Mr. Ganesh of Big Basket, are you confident? Are you going to from tomorrow have all your online deliveries on schedule, or do you believe that there are still gaps and loopholes in the system?
See, the actual curfew 21-day lockdown was announced less than 24 hours ago, or just about 24 hours ago.
Right.
So if you had asked me the same question today morning, I would have been very despondent, because I think enough stock is available, but on ground, in the last mile, both for grocery for Big Basket, healthcare workers from Potia Medical who are taking critical medical equipment or medical services to patient, food delivery, Fresh Menu which delivers online food, all the three, despite the fact that the Prime Minister's announcement was very clear, these are essential services not covered by lockdown, we were not able to complete the last mile. But having said that, I'm very bullish, because what has happened over the last 12 hours, all the state governments have actively engaged trying to find a solution. We are talking about a country with 730 districts, 1.3 billion people. So I appreciate the challenge and the way government is stepping up, various state governments, irrespective of political parties, stepping up to solve it. I'm thankful and grateful to them. But unfortunately, it has not happened yet today. I'm hoping that in the next 12 to 24 hours, I'll be able to deliver. Since the people who are there on the panel, I can tell you, Bombay has been the most major problem out of all metro cities to be able to deliver grocery, food or medical services, unfortunately. okay, despite the fact that people need it the most. We have had an unfortunate situation where yesterday a healthcare worker was actually beaten up by the police in Lucknow. Can you believe it?
Let me
The person is carrying medical equipment, identity card, medical a letter, actual medical equipment. My only request is, I am with all the government officials, including UP government. Every state is reached out, and we have had substantial progress during the day. My only request through this channel is, next 24 to 48 hours, err on the side of caution, allow deliveries to take place. Healthcare, food, and groceries is critical. Healthcare is life and death issue. Please allow them to take place. Err on the side of caution. And for next 48 hours, tell your police people not to take the stick and beat anybody.
Let me take
that.
Let me take that to Sujit Pandey. Let me take that. You're asking about Sujit Pandey. Here you're hearing from the CEO of Big Basket telling us on the show.
Promoter of Basket.
Promoter of Big Basket telling us on the show that the police have been using heavy-handed measures against delivery boys, against health workers. Let's get this very clear. If they are transporting essential medical equipment or indeed groceries, can you assure that they will not be, the danda will not be used, Mr. Pandey?
Rajdeep ji, I am Commissioner of Police, Lucknow.
Yes.
I can assure you that this is the first time I am hearing this also. Last 2 days, especially today, the movement of all essential commodities, all the paramedics, medical staff, to the extent of the security staff which have been deployed in the hospitals, it has been very smooth and it has been appreciated also. So for future also in the coming days and weeks, I can assure that there would be no hassles. The
What's the message? What's the message you've sent? What's the message, Mr. Pandey? Sorry, what is the message you have sent the police officers? Is it that please, are they very clear?
Very clear. Be facilitator.
Okay.
Very clear. Down the line, it is very clear that we are the facilitators, especially to the medical staff, the paramedics, to the essential commodities which are being supplied to people. We have to be the facilitators. Enforcement that people stay indoors is one part, but facilitating movement of goods of the paramedics, of the medical staff, that is a priority and we will ensure that.
Okay, that's reassuring to hear that you are saying that the police will play the role of a facilitator. Siddharth Nath Singh, let me put the same question to you that I put to Chhagan Bhujbal. Can we be assured that there will be enough stock in India's most populous state of Uttar Pradesh to meet the challenge over the next 3 weeks? Because supply is a big challenge, Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh.
Certainly what you're saying is absolutely right. And let's not forget, we are in an extraordinary situation. And UP being the largest state and with a population of 23 crores, we have to manage certain things. The commitment is absolutely and the intent is there. And we have taken care. Let me go a little back before the announcement had come. That is as of yesterday. Our Chief Minister had already conducted that there is a likelihood, because a lot of inputs were coming from experts, and he had been meeting many of the experts in the health sectors and how it is going to be. For example, myself, I was in constant touch with Niti Aayog and various people there. So we were looking at something like a lockdown coming very soon. So we have enough stock, and let me be honest, we have absolutely enough stock. Now, the
question is delivering the stock. The question is delivering the stock from warehouses to the groceries.
I'm coming. You asked me the first question, do you have enough stock?
Yes.
And I have answered, yes, we have. Now I'm coming on the second question. That is the maintaining the supply chain. Now, for the supply chain, we, as of today, since it happened yesterday, this morning, we dispatch almost, you have to get hold of the trucks, the mini trucks and many other vehicles. So almost about 7,000 to 8,000 of them have been dispatched into various. The entire night we worked on it, our food and civil supplies and various, I would say departments getting together. We have dispatched to 75 districts. We are maintaining, it's a continuous supply which is just going on. And we are maintaining that everything is there, including...
Okay, I'm having a little trouble with that line. Let me also go to Mr. Bhujbal for another complaint, Mr. Bhujbal. Some people have complained that shopkeepers, I'm getting complaints from Bengaluru also, are raising prices of food and vegetables because they know that people want to, that there could be a shortage, that people are desperate for fruit and vegetables and have no choice at the moment. Can you assure us that you will act against those who are raising prices of fruits and vegetables?
Some of the places are raided. Wherever we have received the complaint, we have raided, and we have seized their goods also. Even our Home Minister also, he is on the job. And let me tell you, these are all essential commodities. And if it is found they are doing this kind of things, then they will have to suffer for the 7 years in the jail.
Mr. Ganesh, can we expect this situation therefore by, you said 12 to 24 hours? Am I to understand that tomorrow evening, if I were to ask you the same questions about delivery, you are a little bit more hopeful? You've heard the UP police commissioner saying they will play the role, Lucknow police commissioner saying they'll play the role of the facilitator. Are you hopeful things will be better, that these are teething troubles?
Yeah, firstly, I'm an entrepreneur, so as an entrepreneur, you're always the eternal optimist.
Yes.
But seriously, looking at how each government and department, including UP government, have engaged over the last 12 hours, trying to understand and solve the problem, I'm extremely hopeful. What I can assure you from, not just on the behalf of Big Basket, Potia Medical or Fresh Menu, which are companies, on behalf of the entire industry in the e-commerce is, we will be extremely responsible.
Right.
We will ensure that essential services only are being dispatched so that the system is not getting clogged. We will work constructively with the government as we are doing to ensure to get the curfew passes, to permit passes and all of that stuff, and ensure there is no profiteering here. We don't increase the prices and don't do any such thing.
Okay.
We are committed.
Okay, you are committed. Mr. Commissioner, I just want to ask you, you said you are a facilitator. Therefore, is the beat constable aware that this is not a regular curfew? Where people, as you can see, there are still images of people going to markets. If a family tomorrow goes to the market, there will be no attempt made to stop them. Am I clear? There is a social distancing also that is being attempted within the marketplace.
May I just explain what we have put in place?
Yeah,
stop
go ahead.
them, but don't beat them.
I'll explain.
Yes.
First.
Go ahead, Mr. Pan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll explain. First, the chain of command has been established, the chain of entire distribution system. It has been established very clearly. Secondly, all the people down the line to the beat constable, they have been briefed again and again through wireless ads, through teams, that they have to be facilitator. And I can assure you that even today, lots and lots of people have appreciated the way police and the administration have helped them. I will just give you an example. Yesterday, there was an incident where we found people at the railway station. They had come from different places and at the airports. So we sent vehicles, sent them home. We ensured that they had food. It is beyond policing. It is a mission. That is what I'm trying to say. For us on the roads, it is a mission for us to be part of the government and defeat Corona. I'll give you one more point. Yes. Even at the shops now, we have the timings for opening of the shops from 6 in the morning to 11 in the night. All the shops are open. The people are going there, standing in queue, maintaining the distance that they have to maintain.
I'm seeing those excellent photographs.
Them, not using force
in fact, that's very good. That's very reassuring to hear, because I'm seeing those photographs of people actually creating that distance between each other. Hopefully this will happen in more and more states. We are getting some disturbing reports from states like Goa, but we're also getting solid, positive reports from some other parts of the country. I appreciate all my guests joining us. Our first focus, as I said, was to ensure that this supply chain is not broken, and we will keep tracking that.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.